Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My friend and I have recently completed one of the most memorable trips we have done together. Riding from England to France and Switzerland, through some of the most colourful and characterful French villages to the incredible roads and passes of the Swiss Alps. With our two cafe racers, my Royal Enfield Continental GT650, named Aurora after seeing the Northern Lights together last year during our Arctic adventures, and my friend's stunning Triumph Thruxton RS.
Good morning, well, good afternoon everyone and welcome back to the channel. You are joining us today in Switzerland. We are actually nearby a UNESCO protected moorland area. We've done the famous passes yesterday, so if you've not watched the previous videos, we started the trip in England, going through the Eurotunnel, traveling in France and making our way to Switzerland. We've been in Switzerland for a few days now and we've done the famous passes yesterday, and we ended up coming to this campsite farm place that also had the Airbnb, so we stayed in that building over there. I mean, it's a beautiful place. Everything here is like all the food, we could actually buy meat from the same farm that is all grown in the same farm, so we've really enjoyed our stay. And today we are making our way, going further sort of northwest of Switzerland to we had some recommendations from the person who's running this place, and it's called Saint Usain, and the place we're looking to stay, it's not far from that, so we are going to start the ride, and it's coming to just past 12 o'clock. We've had a pretty chilled and lazy morning. We've had a really nice breakfast, we've packed up the bikes, and the weather is much cooler than the past couple of days when we started, because we are at 800 meters above sea level right now, so it's much cooler than what is going to be later on today apparently. So we are basically going down the mountain, so the temperature is meant to rise, but right now, you know what the temperature is right now? Right now it's 23 and we have a really nice breeze here as well, which is obviously for the altitude, so it's been beautiful this morning. One of the cooler mornings for sure, especially comparing to France where it was 30 to 82 degrees, pretty much dry. Anyways, the bikes are all ready, we all are ready, and let's hit the road. There's some skydiver in the distance, if you can see it. It's a shame that I couldn't do the skydive thing today. So basically there is this skydiving club nearby where we are, or where we were yesterday, Skydive Switzerland, and I was really hoping to go and do a jump there, and because I haven't been jumping recently, my last jump was last year, and I am quite a rookie in the skydiving world, so I only have about 35 jumps, and then I am the this first license that you can then have, the A license. So because of all of this, I would have to do a little bit of theory and do basically a checkout jump, and they didn't have time to do all of this weekend, so sadly that didn't happen. But next time, hopefully, I would love to come back and experience the Alps from up in the air and being underneath of a canopy. There seemed to be a BMW performance car shop here. It's the E39 M5. It's an E46 M3. Is it the M3? It's got to be built into a track car. There's an E36 there. So people in Switzerland definitely like their cars, that's for sure. There's another E46. We are 70 kilometers away from Saint Ursanne, and we were riding past this sort of foresty area, and we just spotted a little area that we can park the bikes, and we're going to have a little bit of a lunch. So some leftovers from last night's sausages and the bread that the host there at the farm, I think I forgot to mention earlier, he baked his own bread, and all the meat and dairy products are pretty much from his own farm. So he's overall all into the self-sustained lifestyle, which was really interesting to find out about and have a chat with him about that. And yeah, so this seemed to be a little bit of a hiking trail going up. It says no bikes or motor vehicles allowed, and we've been really enjoying the ride so far. So Switzerland population is only about 7-8 million, and it is very spread out, and from our experience of riding through these small towns, there seem to be a town coming every 5 to 10 kilometers, and there's a new very small towns, but literally spread around everywhere. They have this quite distinct interesting look about them, these old buildings, quite funky and cool looking. I've tried to capture some of them on the GoPro, and even the church buildings look quite different to, like, for example, French buildings like churches. So yeah, we've been really enjoying riding through these small villages and looking at the buildings, and now time to have a little bit of a lunch. I have some coffee in the Stanley, and then we shall be back on the road very shortly, half an hour or so. How you been feeling? How do you enjoy the ride so far?
Yeah, it's cruising down the towns.
Yeah.
The towns are beautiful, and quite excited to see these places. Actually, it's quite different, isn't it, to the UK? So
yeah, and
it's
today
not
has
just seeing
been
the
it's been
countryside.
like, you know, these villages have been really quiet, haven't they? Like, I know it's a Sunday
It's a
today,
Sunday, so
but like you barely see anyone walking on
you
the.
can tell the population of each little town is very little. It's comparing to like a town in the UK, which are probably a couple of millions in each little town. But yeah, it's a beautiful ride actually. It's a normal, relaxing ride down these little towns in Switzerland. And this is my first time in Switzerland as well. So
Yeah.
everything is new to me. I'm constantly looking around and finding new little places.
Seems to be a driving and riding country for sure. There's so many special cars. I mean, we're just riding past this beautiful looking old Ferrari. I don't even know what it was, but it just looked very, very special. And there's been loads and loads of performance cars during our time in Switzerland and Alps.
James Bond movie.
Yeah. Oh, also, I forgot to mention that it was on the previous vlog that we were going down the famous passes, just past Grimsel Pass. So it was Grimsel Pass, Furka Pass, and the Susten Pass. And there was a a part that I believe Goldfinger was shot with Sean Connery and his Aston Martin DB5. I think I was hoping to stop there, but somehow we managed to miss that. But yeah, that just goes to say how beautiful, and basically for someone who loves riding and driving, this is pretty much the destination to go. Definitely in my experience, this is one of the best roads I've seen for riding, for sure.
Do you want to show the food as well?
Well,
The little bread that we
yeah.
got?
So
He actually baked this for us within like 20 minutes. It was obviously much longer. We
Yeah.
got half of it.
a little bit of bread,
All the
some
sausages.
sausages. Again, everything's from his own farm. And I'm going
Now
to
we're
dig
gonna
out
enjoy
the
the
Stanley. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to dig out Stanley again, which is
There.
there exactly. This bag, by the way, is used mainly for our camping gear and stuff that I don't need to take on and off all the time. But if I do, it's only 3 straps. These straps that I bought. I didn't use the original Trip Machine straps this time, just because I find these a little bit easier and quicker. And these panniers are just so easy to take on and off whenever we stop. And so is yours. You
Yeah.
just literally hook them
Yeah,
up.
they have the same lock-in motion basically. It's very easy. You just strap it on and off. It's Anyway, shall we
Cheers
get
for
on with the
lunch and
food?
coffee?
Let's go.
Let's go. Hello. Hello. Hi.
Oh, okay.
Are you Teresa?
Yes.
Yeah, you messaged me. Nice to meet you. Poya. Nice to meet you. And this is Ash, my friend.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh,
you are
yes.
very.
Poya.
Oh,
Poya, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we are traveling in Switzerland and we are having the best time. It's been
and
so
already
nice.
with the motor.
Huh?
From Scotland to here.
From England.
From England to
Yeah,
here.
from Manchester. Yeah. France and Switzerland.
It's very far.
Yeah.
How many kilometers from?
Probably nearly 2,000 so far. 2,000.
2,000.
Yeah, yeah.
So you need to relax.
Yes.
You need to relax.
Yeah.
We show you the room.
Perfect, thank you.
I think it's here also. It's already closed because we close.
Okay. Okay.
My husband can show you the room.
Okay, we go around.
So now you
Okay. Thank you very much.
come and have a drink with us.
Okay.
Thank you. We take our shoes off.
Yeah, you first.
No?
That's where I'm going. That's really cool. Awesome.
That's amazing.
Did you build it yourself?
Yes.
Cool.
And during the night you can open it.
Okay.
You can put it away here, this here, and you can open it. So it's nice and great, and it will be cold enough during the night.
Okay. Amazing.
Thank you so much. Here's the bridge.
I think we're gonna use the solar shower.
Yeah, it's a little bit, but we never look at the naked person.
It's okay.
Wow.
We're born naked.
That's true. That's true.
That was one of the most beautiful and most pleasant stays I have ever had. The couple here looked after us so much, literally welcomed us to their home, fed us dinner, breakfast. It was absolutely stunning, really, really nice. And last night we were able to see the full moon just over there, which was just an incredible experience, and we couldn't have had a better stay. So far during the trip, the stays have been getting better and better, the places we've been able to find. So yeah, we just really, really appreciate how much these people looked after us. And now we have another glorious day ahead of us. It's going to be about an hour and a half to Saint Hussein, where we were aiming to go initially yesterday. And the route, the people here were telling us that is a stunning route. And Saint Hussein is a bit of an attraction. There's loads of things to do, loads of things to see, a few castles and attractions around the town. And where we're staying is not far from town, about 10 kilometers or so from Saint Hussein. So we are almost ready to go. Just packed up mine. Arash is getting his stuff, and we should be shortly on the road towards Saint Hussein. It's another glorious day, around about 25 degrees with a really nice cool breeze, and we can't wait to get back on the road and enjoy this stunning Swiss sceneries and roads.
Already say to us, "Hüt dich Gott."
God bless you.
God bless
Ah,
you.
God bless you.
care you. This is to say if we go and the parents not know if we come back.
Right, okay.
They say
To be safe, like to be
Yeah,
God to save.
"Hüt dich Gott." It means that He is with us.
God is with you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again.
You too. Very nice place.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
no electronics. Aside from like the. It's a bit shy today. Yesterday we worked on the first.
How's that?
Maybe because behind your eye. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Sounds sweet. We just stopped here to take some photos, and we met two fellow bikers from Germany on two old school. One on a modern retro Moto Guzzi V7, and the other one was this stunning BMW R75, 50 years old motorcycle, and they were traveling from Germany heading out to the Alps. Amazing. Okay, my friend. Okay. Shall we get airborne again? Oh wow. Look at this. Another incredible pass. So you have those three famous passes, but the rest of the country is just full of passes. My God. Good evening and welcome to Saint Orsay. We arrived a few hours ago and we've just been enjoying ourselves by the beach. There's a river here, freshwater river, that actually goes to France. So we are very close to the border of France and Switzerland. So we've just been swimming in the river and had a quick look around town. It's quite historical village. It's rated one of the most beautiful villages in Switzerland. So we had a quick look and we've been to our hotel to check in, and now we're heading back to our town to find a place to grab a bite. And it's coming to 8 o'clock and it's much cooler than what it was a few hours ago. So we're going to grab a bite to eat, and then we'll show you around town and the buildings.
Brown.
Put your cap back on.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. So it's day 2 of our stay in Saint Orsay. We were enjoying.
Place.
We were enjoying ourselves yesterday, going for a swim, had a walk around. Our hotel was 10 kilometers outside the town and 10 kilometers of beautiful roads.
We did that route for like 4 times, right?
Yeah, well, did it a couple of times. We came back yesterday evening to have some food at this Italian place. Quite delicious food. His
Salty.
food was a little bit too salty, so we had to send that back and got it back less salty.
Less salty.
Anyways, we've checked out the hotel. We've come back to have a little look around. Most of the shops were closed yesterday, so we've come for a walk around, maybe buy a couple of souvenirs, get a coffee. Yeah. Get a coffee, and then slowly make our way towards France. The ride today is about 150 kilometers. Arash has found us a place to stay. And yeah, so this is the French region of Switzerland. There's actually 4 official languages in Switzerland. There's Swiss German, which is German with a Swiss dialect.
Yeah.
And apparently it is quite different to German.
But you all have to learn German first.
Yeah, they do. They do learn German in school, and the other one is French. There's an Italian part, and there's another language, Romansh, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. That is kind of based on Latin, I believe. So there's a small
Between
part
Italian, French, and German, and everything just kind of mixed.
Yeah, it's apparently quite a mix. So yeah, 4 official languages in Switzerland. And it is a warm day. 29 degrees. Yes, it's not too bad. Yesterday was touching 33, 34 degrees. I mean, there's a heat wave all over Europe. I was looking at Manchester, it was 35 degrees yesterday. And that's not usual for Manchester. This village is quite a mid-century architecture, and it still pretty much looks the same. It's not very modernized, and it kind of still holds its mid-century character. And this church behind us, that was built in the 1600. We went for a little walk around the building. So yeah, very, very historical village.
Yeah. Another bike joined.
Okay, we've parked our bike next to this like a cafe, and there's a MV Augusta. Okay, monsieur. Fire it up. And my iPhone is overheating again. Okay, goodbye Saint Orsay. Off we go. Yeah, go. Okay, let me lead then.
Oh wow.
Okay, we have arrived at the place we're staying for the night. It's a beautiful small village, Freland, that we've just ridden through. And I'm glad to report it's another gem of a place. So the gentleman, the owner, just showed us the place. We have access to the garage. We can just park the bikes here. And round the corner, there's a small river that we could go for a swim. It's 33 degrees right now, so we definitely need some cooling down. Wow. And then show you inside. Classic beauties there. I'm going to have a little nosy later on. It's the bedroom, bathroom. Going to unpack and go and discover the area. It seemed like quite a historical village. There was some old buildings and castles, so we're going to go and have a little wander. And Arash is standing over there.
Bye.
Speak up a bit louder.
Huh?
Speak louder.
Goodbye. Join us next week for the next video where we're going back to England. Peace.